旅の終わりが近づく。残るチームは3つ。1400万人が行き交う都市、その人混みの中で一人の男が新たな自分を見つける。CGRX 期待の星の不在が彼の独創性の土台を築いた。注目の中で今、自らがカオスという名のタペストリーを織りなす意図だと知る。
We came to this tournament with a stand-in who would expect that we gonna reach top 3, right? During the Soap and Cigars 1v1 clutch, we was like, oh, we might gonna win.
PRX 5つの心が一つとなり、未知なる世界へ喜びと共にかけていく。
Dude, Japan, this is cool.
しかし、彼らが直面するのは誰とも異なる相手だ。
EG.
Throughout my whole career in Valorant, people have looked down on me. I don't filter into that negativity.
イービル・ジーニアス、王者たちにもひるまぬアウトサイダーは自らの運命を切り開き続ける。
We lost 1-2 and it was super close. You know, mistakes are definitely crucial. You don't get better without making mistakes. So it's what you do with the mistakes that help you improve. If you shove the mistakes under the rug, then you're not going to improve. So there's definitely a fine balance, and I think we've definitely found it.
喜び、破壊、過小評価、番狂わせ。だが根底にあるのは高みへの意志。
This is my opportunity to show what have I got, and I'm gonna do like everything I can. We're gonna make it.
すべてはこの瞬間のために。
All right, let's go ahead and jump
That's
in.
cool.
Congrats to both of you for making it here, first of all. So EG, you come from upper bracket, so you'll be higher seed. Would you like Team A or Team B? Team A. So PRX, you will be Team B. And EG, we'll start with your first band. Band Bind.
Wow.
Your band? Haven. Map number 1. Okay. Side on Fracture. Attack. And then map number 2. Lotus. Side on Lotus. Defense. Map number 3. Split. Side on Split. Okay, and then map number 4, you have Ascent and Pearl. Pearl. Side on Pearl. Defense. That would make map number 5 Decider Ascent. PRX. Side on Ascent. Defense. Okay, I'm going to run through this really quick, make sure we're all good to go. So with bands, we have EG with Bind, PAPRX with Haven. Map number 1 is Fracture with PRX on attack. Map number 2 is Lotus with EG on defense. Map number 3 is Split with PAPRX on attack. Map number 4 is Pearl with EG on defense. Map number 5 Decider is Ascent with PRX on defense. That's good. All right, good luck to you both.
Yo. The fact that she's so tall. I love it. The fact that Potter is just so tall, it sends me. I think it's funny. They're so cute! They're so cute. I love that. Now, do I care who wins? Actually, no. It'd be nice to see an NA team in finals, but I also really like PAC, so I do not care who wins this. Do I think EG should probably get a rematch with Fnatic? Yes. But would I like to see PAC in the finals? Yes.
It's the two teams that have already done the impossible. They have defied every expectation, and one of them will have the chance to take it one step further and make a grand finals here in Tokyo.
I mean, it's just incredible. Both of these teams should be so proud of where they're at right now to overcome.
Let me order food now before I forget.
Whether it be being doubted all throughout the year for EG, or whether it be PAC.
Should I get sushi? I don't want sushi.
This is just an exciting match for both of these teams. It's going to be hard to let one of them go, but they should be giving it all there today.
Both of these teams are the main characters of the stories that we love the most in Valorant. Those underdogs, the teams that we do not expect. But let's talk a little bit about that map select that we had a couple of minutes ago. Fracture is going to be the first map. I think that both of the bans is what we expected from both of the teams coming in here with a permaban. Now that Fracture has been so strong for the side of EG, playing with that Sova and showing us that the combos and the micros that they can have on a map like that one. On the other side, Forsaken with Neon, is it going to be enough to stop them?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, Fracture, we knew that once that's like left open in the pool, that's going to be the absolute selection from the side of EG without a doubt in our minds. But PAC have had a ton of time to look at it and see how they like to pilot that map and maybe try to start to pick things apart where other teams have failed in the past. We'll have to just wait and see. Is it going to be that? Is it going to be the Neon coming through here from Forsaken? Or do they decide to change up a little bit more, you know, run with something different? It's hard to say. Does unlock a little bit more now that we have seen CJRS playing on things like the Killjoy and whatnot, so perhaps they can just kind of bounce things around just very slightly, make some tweaks to their setup for that map. We'll have to just wait until we get to the age of select.
I mean, this is the thing. It is a best of 5, but Clint, if you are Alex and the crew over there at PAC, you know that Fracture is coming, and you know it's probably going to come as the first map. So they have to be well prepared for this. And as we go into the Prime Gaming Agent Select, let's see if we do get some changes or something new, but I don't anticipate it from EG.
No, I feel, yeah. I think with this comp, yeah, it looks like kind of the normal here, right? Nobody seems to be doing anything out of the ordinary, but I think for me, if I'm PAC, I'm coming out here and I'm punching evil geniuses in the mouth. I just want to come out swinging.
Ooh, Forsaken's Neon.
Just W key. I mean, just W key like you've never W keyed before.
I already sushi.
Just come at these guys full throttle. You know, get Forsaken fired up, get him running, and then just start just confusing the heck out of him.
Yeah, and I know Kakuka, I need them to be able to deal with the ulti economy that EG have been running. Someone has to stop Com at some point.
Yeah, good luck with that one, especially also the pistols and the bonuses, the rounds that we were talking about. Also, PAC decides to start on the attack. They have the double duelist, and I think that they need a very strong one, so let's see if they can pull it.
Well, this is an absolute huge best of 5 we're going to be bringing to you guys. It is a marathon, not a sprint, and it's time to send over to your casters. It is our snack connoisseurs, Bren and Sideshow.
Snack connoisseurs, also Josh, you're looking kind of like a snack as well today as we get started our lower bracket finals.
Ew, Bren, don't do that.
Let's say as well as our arena, it's going to be this, you know, crowning event for the next 2 days as we see the lower bracket finals and the finals play out. But first, it's EG versus PAC, Josh. God. What a match.
And what a spectacle. What a place in which to see two of the most unlikely runs in Valorant history collide together. Each one of these runs through a tournament would have been spectacular had they been separated by a year or more. We would still be talking about EG's run and PAC's run with the sub. But to have them in the same tournament and have them colliding here in the lower bracket final is phenomenal.
You're spoiled for choice with the storylines. You're
so
spoiled
good.
for choice, man. I mean, some people say, you know, EG, there's some element of luck with them even managing to make it here in the first place. But one of my favorite quotes is, luck is just opportunity meeting preparation.
True.
And you cannot say that EG haven't been prepared for every single task and obstacle in their face. They have paved the way all the way here to that minimum top 3.
And think about the gauntlet of teams that Evil Geniuses have run. They've gone through DRX, Loud, the #1 seed from Americas, Liquid, the #1 seed from EMEA. They almost took down Fnatic as well, really making that super team bleed. And PAC, they're back at it with a vengeance. The silliness, the whimsy, everything coming out of this team.
They're playing against... EG's played against all of the #1 teams in each region. Can we talk about that for a minute? EG has literally played all of the #1 teams in each region.
I mean, CJRS has been stepping up into that role. It's been very, plug and play with this PAC team, and you have two teams, as we're facing off between them. They have very contrasting styles in a way as well, with the way that, you can take a look at the style of gameplay. They're pretty.
They played Fnatic. They played...
EG like to play. It's very, very nice and proper versus, the brute force go fast, give the analyst an aneurysm Valorant. That's what PAC like to employ.
Yeah, well, I think they'll also be trying to tear EG's game plan into Chaos too. But this is a great map to get a sense of that kind of stuff. PAC like playing hyper-aggressive with the double duelist. You were here in the desk, Paperton talking about how he just wants this PAC team to run it down. Old-fashioned W gaming, get in their face. And I think that this is going to be a great litmus test early on in the series to see
Wow, that's nuts.
how well that works. Of course it's EG's map pick. Of course it's the map where they've looked incredible, dominant here. And yet, I feel like PAC have got a style that potentially could match up well. For me, I'll be putting a main focus onto these pistols, bonus rounds, ult economy, that kind of stuff here on Fracture. It's going to matter for the entirety of the series. But right here, we're going to get our first glimpse at EG's best as to whether they can make that a big win condition for them.
And it was knocked down a tad, in terms of the statistics they were piling up. Pistol rounds, bonus round conversion for EG in that matchup against Fnatic. Both teams really just taking chunks out of each other. They're as close as it really could have gotten. Towards the final moments of that one, but here we stand in the lower bracket finals here. Let's get into it. Map #1, Fracture on the cards. PAC versus EG. I am excited. Let's see the clash in styles. It's going to be fast from PAC, you already know it. It's built into them. Let's see how this one will begin. Steady jaunt into halls.
And actually contacting, trying not to give anything away. Messing with expectations early.
Not giving anything away with Util, but as the door opens wide, so does the opportunity to claim a few kills. It's traded and equalized.
Oh, that would be why it's not working.
1 for 1. Damage done to Divide. But the smokes are dropped down, and that's going to be impetus now to go into the side. A flash repeat and a refight from them. EG, they choose their timings, and they choose them well. Even Abusio following up. Com with the anchor in position.
Damn.
It's a pistol round win for EG.
A major strength of theirs, and you get to see exactly why. The defensive utility thrown sets up EG for such immaculate kills there, especially that flash recon combo they like to throw over towards Sam. Take a look at that in the replay. The flash just sets up Boostio perfectly there, and the recon dart lights up anybody who wouldn't have got caught by the initial wave. Great combo, bread and butter for EG. They get started out nicely. And Brent, yeah, you were talking about the fact that this hasn't actually been working as well for them recently. Well, they were at 90% pistol win rate in the game before they went up against Liquid. Since then, they were only able to go 4 and 6 in pistol rounds with 1 bonus conversion. So that strength of theirs has disappeared, and yet they were still able to beat Liquid and almost able to get a crazy OT and possibly even a win against Fnatic. So to me, the pistol bonus round momentum is what turns EG from being a great team into an unstoppable one at this tournament. It hasn't been the only thing they're relying on.
Absolutely not. Seen plenty of things that are looking nice for them. This is a bit of damage being put into the round here with a share of shots fired and sailing right through. Maybe even a plant online as well to get some extra money going. Device still alive and kicking. Repositions over towards Canteen, but it's just going to be up to him. Picking up the Bulldog. Can really make this quite pricey. Ethan will finish him off though. 2 players surviving for EG.
And Boostio didn't buy into that. He's always going to have, a Ghost or some other kind of pistol. So they're still going to have a little bit of weaponry. Nobody, though, massively built up towards an ultimate. You didn't see one player on EG just go crazy in rounds 1 and 2.
Wonder if this will do anything.
Boostio would be the closest, 2 away from his lockdown. Not sure that you can really craft an aggressive defensive game plan around that, though. So one of the large strengths from EG, the way that they use this ult economy to be able to snowball things forward, might get postponed a little bit towards round 4. These are the rounds that PAC have to win.
Yeah, these are the ones you want to take away. But Fracture, we know it now to be pretty much the strongest map in terms of the arsenal of EG, of what they've got under their belt. A slow beginning. Pretty split out. See Jing and Forsaken just contacting into.
Hey, what's good, Foxton?
Taken into halls, dart over the top, and ZG trying to take the timing off of it.
What's good, Foxton? I hope you're also well. It's been a hot minute.
Then flash recon again, trying to pincer it straight through halls again, round the back. That's Com. He's dealt with, taken care of. Still taking point with the rifle. Lovely movement to reset. Boombot assisting Forsaken. He's still alive. Eventually bringing him down with the help of his compatriot Jing. Comboing together here. The rifles carrying him through the brunt of this round.
Boostio and Demon 1 not with very much weaponry whatsoever, so should be clean here for PAPRX.
Yeah, one player left standing. It's just Demon 1 with the Sheriff now. He's pulled off some insane stuff before. You can see the respect.
Good, thanks. That's good. I'm glad.
A little close, but all good. Yeah. So now we get to see serious clash. PAPRX building up close to ults that they can use. There are so many ult hubs around the map on Fracture, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why EG have found a lot of success here on their attack side. They can build game plans crafted around being one away from ult, as well as having some online. But you take a look at PAPRX, you know, they could easily get an orbital strike, possibly a lockdown or a showstopper online, and build a strategy around that, unless they just want to go for exec. And the game plan normally for PAPRX is exec post plan.
The beginning of these rounds has been starting out quite contacty, but okay, there's a clash. Skirmish, Utils exchange, and what a time to take a fight. Jorgamo rips ahead of Forsaken straight off with the help, but again, that supplementary Util. And space is being granted again to them. Oh, what a strike, it collapses, but no damage, not enough
So
to claim
close,
the kills.
so close though, to absolute perfection from PAPRX. That was a ton of good utility pressure that they applied. Meanwhile, Boostio with an operator. Wasn't really the story of this round, going over and playing B, but now he's got to retake with quite an unwieldy weapon.
Unless somebody gives him a kill as well. CGRS wants to take the fight to him. Look at that, in the spawn, aftershock. Drop down to cover the flank, just in case the players do push him from that area. Demon 1's still there, Dart. Clearing it close, Ethan low enough though. Do they still want to play for this one? The turret actually takes him out. Wasn't anticipating it. Good reactions. Flick upwards there, landing onto Com. Leaving it just to Demon 1. He'd love to grab this operator to save into the next. That's what he's trying to do. He's guarding it. Finds the kill. Will he be hunted? Not quite. Still able to claim that weapon into the next.
And that's got to be one of the most important.
Why is my stream deck in Korean? I don't want it to be in Korean.
Halting EG's momentum. That was where EG invested heavily, right? They have the operator on the B side of the map. They're trying to use aggressive trap play takes over towards Dish, putting large amounts of pressure down, and PAPRX stop it before it can happen. Partly thanks to this guy and that aggressive push, he manages to collect 2 from that position.
Yeah.
You would not believe that CGRS had very little Valorant competitive experience coming into this tournament. He just looks like he's taken to it like a duck in water.
Absolutely. He hasn't been putting up the highest numbers in the world, but honestly, he's been performing.
I have to fucking download it.
And the big moments.
Yeah.
These clutch scenarios, the important key kill in a round.
Hasn't let the pressure get to him.
No, if anything, he's played very freely under the pressure, realizing that even if he makes a mistake, that's expected of him.
I think that's one of the most dangerous aspects of this PAPRX squad is the fact that they are playing with pretty minimal.
Give me 1 second. I
They
have
don't
to
have their full
fucking
strength roster. They're not
reinstall
gonna be able to
something.
get something into Japan to play, no matter how well they do at this point. You know, there's only one more game yet to be played. If they do win this, here's an attempt to try and flood back in. Showstopper, massive value. 2 kills off the rip. Pick up some rifles, pick up some guns, upgrades all around. Boostio hitting his shot. Ults exchange, but it's just down to Divine. And where is he? Backside of halls. He's going to try and stop this defuse. This was a bit of a half-buy here. First kill found, but shut down by Jorgamo. He grabs 4 in the midst of it.
You say a bit of a half-buy. There was only the operator saved into that round. The rest of the players had frenzies. Muck. Bits of pocket lint, as Pansy would like to say. EG had no right to that round. And yet, by virtue of their ultimates and an excellent understanding of what PAPRX were doing, they found a timing as they were transitioning back into post-plant setups, where Jorgamo knew that he could find 1, possibly 2. And it just works out as best as you could hope for. So we get
to turn the tide, eh?
We get another big ult clash in this round, and another aggressive fight from Jorgamo and Ethan.
Yep. All eyes on Boost here with the operator here. There's going to be a stun to set up the angle. Here we go, flash onto it. It's Jorgamo right here. Finding value immediately. King opened himself a little bit too wide as the squeeze onto the south side. You just don't expect it to push the operator.
It's such a good idea against Device lockdown, which is an obvious potential way the PAPRX were going to try and get into the B site. Contest them early, squeeze the person that's watching over towards the A side of the map.
Do choose to still commit the lockdown here at work.
Jorgamo's going to deliberately get detained.
Oh, no way. And he's going to be calling it out. Pre-fired onto the corner. Forsaken's wondering how the hell did they know I was creeping up onto it?
Unreal.
And Jorgamo does not get cleared. Still alive in the fight. Once more, left up to divide. Scrambling, racing around. Yeah, the plant is down, but he'd have to pull off something unruly. First one is going to be gained. There's a fight taken towards him, but sticking halfway all the way for Ethan and his team. I've got the coverage.
What a play. When you hear Potter talk about EG's run to get to this point, something she frequently mentions in interviews is that everything seems to be working right now. You have a risk, you have an idea, it pays off. In Valorant, you're supposed to throw as many ideas at the wall as possible because, I don't know, maybe half of them are going to work. When you watch this EG team, they take a calculated risk like that, they're reaping the rewards immediately.
Yeah, always coming out on the other end, rewarded with it paying off ever so slightly. Here's a dart play towards the north side. But everybody for PAPRX gathered and grouped up towards tree. It's a fast play into tunnel as well. They're going to be meeting them. Forsaken with a jump spot. He's like, I want nothing to do with that.
But this is also one of those ult swing rounds. If PAPRX loses this, the economy might be shot.
Up close, tagged up though. Con was set up for it. Here's the overdrive. Forsaken would love a kill. Run and gun, at play, at work. He's suited for it. Here's a Rolling Thunder, intending to punish. Scatters his way through, a bit of space and time.
Damn.
For them, but his crossfire setup says gaps in the openings. Still Forsaken's in it, but he's the last one left, and he's got.
Holy shit, dude.
Spike has been planted for him. He gets information, knows that Team 1 is in main, whips out the rifle, 8 bullets left. Needs to find a kill here. Ethan opens himself to it. Here's the ult. Still left, gonna be fading at any point.
Aww.
Team 1 shuts him down.
Darn.
What an incredible attempt from Forsaken there. Had all the tools at his disposal and a great read on where players were. It required that pinpoint tap aim accuracy that you've seen so many times from this demonic player for EG. Hits the head of Forsaken, shuts down the clutch attempt. And also stifles PAPRX's economy here.
Let's go. Just had to
This is
re-download
where
it.
EG are at their most dangerous, in my opinion, Brett.
Yeah.
When they're able to win with one ultimate, just the breach ult.
Hold on, I'll be back, chat. I'll be back.
An area that Forsaken was challenging.